Hello treasured visitor, I'm Rebecca from www.rebeccastreasures.com, and today I will be showing you how to crochet the stem and leaves onto a rosebud for a stylish ring around the rosy bookmark. For this project, you'll need one completed rosebud from my rosebud tutorial. A link to it can be found below. Cotton thread size 10 in green or any color of choosing. A 1.5mm hook or the same hook used for the rosebud, a tapestry yarn needle, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. Once you have your supplies, we can get started on the bookmark stem. Let's start the stem with a slip knot in green. Grab the rosebud, and here we're going to work 2 single crochet into each chain space. I like to start with the very last one that was created, so this one right here before the tails. Have it facing you so the petals are down. So go ahead and work 2 single crochets into one space. Rotate to work into the next one. Don't go into the space where the slip stitch is. Skip over to this one instead. And we're going to work around these tails for the rest of the row to secure them. So work 2 single crochets right here. Do the same for the next space, so you go in and out through the center of the circle as you work the single crochets. And we have one more just right here to work 2 single crochets again. So now you have 8 stitches in your circle here, and round 1 is complete. Now let's hide away the rose tails. So make the working loop bigger and get it out of the way for a second here. Next, take the rose tails and twirl them repeatedly to curl them. This will help make it easier to tuck away into the center of the circle here. You may need to open up the center hole a little bit here in order to stuff the tails in better here. You could weave it in later if you prefer, but I like to stuff it in through the center here. Just poke it in ever so slightly to tuck it into place. Okay, it's tucked away and hidden underneath the bottom of this rosebud. Now we can continue to round 2, so get the hook back into the loop. For round 2, we will work single crochet 2 together all the way around, so get this tail into the center and over to the side. Now, only work into the front loops as you work the decreases, so hook goes into the front loops of these 2 stitches, and then you work a single crochet together here. Hook goes into the front loops of the next 2 stitches right here. So they're on the hook, and you work your single crochet right here. And you're going to do this 2 more times. And then 1 more time. Now you should have a total of 4 stitches. Round 2 is complete. Now tuck away this tail here or weave it in later. Either way works. Again, it helps to twirl it. This gives it substance to tuck away. Why weave in ends if you don't have to, right? You can trim the excess if you prefer to finish poking it in faster. For the next row, we're going to press the stitches together to close them. Go into the next stitch right here, through the center, and cross into the last stitch made so you have 2 stitches on the hook. We've got this one here, and then this one on the other side, and we're going to single crochet them together now. Now do the same for the remaining 2 stitches. So hook goes through both stitches, one here, one there, and single crochet here. Row 3 is complete with 2 stitches. Now what we have here is a little bud as the stem base. So let's start the long bookmark stem with leaves. Alright, now we're ready to continue to work the final row. So start with a chain 11. Here we're going to work the first leaf. Work a slip stitch into the back loop of the second chain from the hook. So here's the first one, here's the second one. We're only going into the back loops here. We work a slip stitch right here, and then work a slip stitch into the next 4 chains. Again, back loops only. Okay, so the base of the leaf is worked. So chain 1, and now we're going to work around the stem to create the leaf. Rotate it this way. Now we're going to work into the bottom of the chain where we just crocheted. So we're going to go right here and work a single crochet. Now work a half double crochet and a double crochet into this next space here. Now work 2 double crochets into the center space here. Now work a double crochet and a half double crochet into this one. Now work a single crochet, 2 half double crochets, and a single crochet into the tip. And as you do so, you'll rotate the work to the other side. Now you can see we flipped around to the other side. So repeat the same stitches on this side. Work a half double crochet and a double crochet into this next stitch here. Followed by 2 double crochets into the next one right here. Then a double crochet and a half double crochet here. Followed by a single crochet into this last one here. The first leaf is completed, and now we can create the full length of the bookmark, so go ahead and chain 65. Now it's okay if you don't have exactly 65 chains. I'll show you how to adjust it to work in a bit. Now we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Here's the first one, and you're going to work into the back loops only and single crochet right here. This is where a tassel will be added later. Now we're going to slip stitch into the back loops of each of these next chains until 6 chains before the leaf remain. So work approximately 57 slip stitches, more if you chained more, fewer if you chained less, and we'll meet back here when only 6 chains before the leaf remain. Okay, so I've just completed 57 slip stitches, and you'll know you've slip stitched the right amount because you'll have 6 chains before this leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that have not been worked into. So if you did happen to chain a little bit more or less, it just changes the length of your bookmark slightly. So just make sure you have 6 chains here regardless of how many chains were worked. Now we can start the next leaf, which is worked exactly the same as this one. So chain 6. Then slip stitch into the second and across 4 chains. Chain 1 and rotate to work on the other side. Single crochet here, followed by a half double crochet and a double crochet into the next one. Then work 2 double crochets into the next one here, followed by a double crochet and a half double crochet into the next one. Now single crochet, 2 half double crochet, and single crochet here as you rotate to the other side and create the tip of the leaf. half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet 2 into the next, double crochet, half double crochet into the next one, and single crochet into the last stitch, completing the leaf. Now slip stitch 6 over the back loops of the next chains. Now slip stitch into the center of this leaf right here, then slip stitch 5 across chains on the other side of the leaf. Now to finish, turn it this way and slip stitch into this last stitch from row 3. Then fasten off, pull it all the way through, and weave in this tail. Okay, now what you need is 6 strands of thread cut to approximately 4 inches or 10 centimeters long, folded in half together so you create a loop here. Next, grab the bottom of the bookmark stem, here you want to insert your hook into the center of the tip here, wherever center may be. Now, you need to pull all 6 of these strands at the same time, it may be a bit tricky, through this hole. Make sure you have all of them as you pull them about halfway through. This gives you space to pull all the tails through it now, but make sure you are pulling them through all the loops. Oops, we missed this one here. So pull it through and pull tight on all of these tails to create the tassel on the end of the bookmark. Finally, straighten these tails and then trim the excess for a flat finish. And now the rose bookmark is complete. I hope you've enjoyed this rose bookmark tutorial. Full written instructions, including the Rosebud, may be purchased through my website and Ravelry shops. Find links in the description below. I look forward to seeing your Rosy Bookmark projects. Share them with me on Ravelry, in one of my Crocheting Treasure groups, and on any of my social channels. And with your permission, I may feature them in my upcoming newsletters. Have questions about this pattern? Comment below. And if you found value in this tutorial, please share it with a friend. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for notifications on future tutorials. Looking for another Ring Around the Rose project? See the Rosy Choker Necklace tutorial, a link to which can be found in the copy below. Thanks so much for watching!